Hey everyone, happy new moon in Capricorn. uh, Happy post-Christmas, whatever you happen to celebrate. This is really kicking off as an interesting read. A lot of things are coming up with this. This is a general read for the collective, and it's for the 26th of December 2019. Also, wherever you're pulled to it in time. So if you are pulled to it from the future, let me know what brought you here. Let me know how it resonated. If you're pulled to it on the 26th, let me know how it resonated. Also, let me know if you need clarification. But you can always book your own personal reading. Check the description for all the details. It's really easy to find me. I'm on every social platform, so please say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in St. Albans, Vermont. It is a beautiful little city, and, well, it's kind of a nice Christmas day, huh? Well, again, regardless of what you celebrate, happy holidays. And do not forget to put out your new moon intentions for Capricorn. Also, it's I think the last solar eclipse, even more energy behind it. How crazy is that? Oy vey. So I was looking at the cards. It's a intuitive pull. So what came to my mind with exploitation, injustice, the Page of Stones, and the ancestors. A lot of things are being in a karmic balance right now. That pivot is happening like right now. Only when the last tree has, it's this Cree Indian prophecy that comes to mind immediately. Only when the last tree has been cut down, only when the last fish has been eaten, only when the last river has been poisoned, only when the last fish has been eaten. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but this is how I'm remembering in this moment. Only then will you realize that you cannot eat money. So this is talking about, well, clearly, exploitation. Fabulous, right? Now, are you being exploited, or are you being the exploiter? Something to consider. Whatever it is, whatever end of the spectrum you happen to lay on, notice there's going to be not a retaliation, but a balancing of the scales. A lot of hard karmic ties being pulled off right now. A lot of karmic endings are coming to the surface right now. All the resources on this have been exhausted. Whether it is your tools, whether it's somebody's good nature, whether it is somebody's trust and value or place in the situation, there is a fire around it. Something is going up in smoke or going down in flames, however you want to look at it. There is a huge end coming to the surface right now, but it is as bitter and almost resentful, maybe even resisting as you could be towards it. This is very much a karmic time. So why is this happening? Why is all this being flooded from your life right now? Well, going into the next phase of your heart, is it as light as a feather? Is everything that is coming in, is it off your chest? Is it purified from you? Have you faced this issue? Have you had the closure with it? What is this going towards? Your arrows? You have 2 arrows right here. What are you going to shoot? What are you shooting for? And you have to be very deliberate in what you are pulling back on and launching into. The injustice is being completely balanced right now. See how she's sitting blindly on her throne? You don't have to see the entire staircase to know that there is a step in front of you that you must take, as uncomfortable as it is. Let me fix this. Hey, how you doing? Okay. The point is with this is even not knowing what decision you're about to make, gather up all the information that you can. What changes do you know that you need to make in your life, and start acting accordingly on that. The divine masculine is waking up inside of you and coming into balance. It's been something that some people have been neglecting, but being the authority figure in your life. You are the authority. Or if you're the person who has been doing the exploitation, you are going to be dealing with somebody who is having to be the authority. And it's not anything against you. This is truly a balancing of the scales right now, making your heart as light as air so you can move on to the next phase with either a clear conscience or with a clear plate. What are you going to put on all of these things? You cannot go where you are going with all this baggage, with all this old mindset. These coping mechanisms and patterns are not something that are going to be working in this new phase. When you have done so much work to change and accelerate, why would you take so many dead tools that have nothing to offer you at this point? So gather up all the information if you haven't yet, which is doubtful, but still, some people are still there, and that's not a negative thing. I don't care how slow you're progressing. As long as you're progressing, nobody better say a damn thing. You're going at just your pace. You'll speed up and slow down accordingly. We're not going to lose our heads over this. But you're breaking a lot of ancestral ties. You are wise in this situation. Please do not downplay everything that you have experienced and endured. You are looking back at such a bittersweet and beautiful, soulful time, which was the school of hard knocks for you. There is nothing about where you've been that you need to be shameful in doing. Hold on one second. I didn't want to lose you. Okay, so you are being called to either lead the way or listen to that intuitive pull. There is a huge ancestral, spiritual, or even lineage, your actual lineage, that is waking up inside you and urging you to go in a new direction. You cannot continue these old paths with these old connections and these old situations. All it is going to do is breed resentment for you. Nothing that you need to hold on to. Pick up your ears. Signs and synchronicities are being delivered to you through clairaudience, or okay, for the bulk of you, it'll be clairaudience. Pay attention to the general conversation around you. Something is going to stand out amongst the static, whether it's going to be through conversation, through the people who are around you, or you're going to hear it from the TV, or you're going to hear it from the radio, or you're going to hear it in song. But there is signs and synchronicities that are coming in the bulk through clairaudience. Pay attention. You're going to know by the way that it feels. It's almost like a magnetism, depending on what your psychic insight is. I hope that that made sense. But this is truly magical. Don't hold on just because of uncertainty, because no matter what, you're being pushed out of this. And if you hold on to this, it is only going to make that last drop kick shove even more painful. This doesn't have to be painful. Just walk to where you are being led to. You don't have to see the end result. All you have to do is take the next step, which I do see so many of you doing right now. This is new, but you got this. All right, Spirit. That was also from the Wildwood Tarot. I was first introduced to this deck from a girl in Vegas who did my annual read, and I freaking fell in love with it, and I had to use it. So, the Wildwood Tarot, and this is from Mark Ryan and John Matthews with the illustrations of Will Worthington. Freaking love it. The artistry on it is so unique, and it's like human, and just there's so many different worlds that are tied into these images. I really urge you to check it out if you haven't yet. Spirit, where are we being led to now? Let's see, one. No. All right, we're gonna go with the Romance Angels. All right, what do you want to tell the collective? What are we looking at for love? And by the way, yes, this is not going to resonate for everyone. If it did, then I wouldn't need to be here, you wouldn't need to be here, you wouldn't be pulled here, and I wouldn't be pulled to do this. There are reasons for absolutely everything. So if this doesn't resonate, your individual storyline is going to be a lot more in-depth and intense than this general reading. This is the collective vibe. Take what resonates, let the rest fall away, or ask for clarification. That's why I say that as a disclaimer. Check the disclaimer. Do it. Oh, man. So religious factors and let your friends help you. Get the fuck out of your own way. Okay. Still feel like there's one more. I want to give a shout out to, let's see, Jess from Whispers of Grace Healing LLC. She did a free mini poll tonight. I missed it because I was writing, but she's such a gifted reader, and I'm so grateful to know her. All right. What's happening? Oh, I want one. Yeah, I want one more. That's it. Ah, really? Really? Oh. Okay, the final card pull that made me want to flip out. Separation. Son of a bitch. I hate it. I hate this. There is no separation, all right? Everything is absolutely magnetically interconnected. Everything is. That's why you're pulled to certain people. You're pulled to certain situations. You're pulled to certain places. It's all connected. Like will always attract like. So right now, what are you not attracting? Well, let's see. Let's see what's happening. Religious factors. All right, that's not where we're not attracting. I'm telling you what the cards are. Let your friends help you. Thus, get the fuck out of your own way. Yeah, that's right, I said it. And we have worth waiting for, all about divine timing. God, with everything of uncertainty in your life right now, you're starting to grasp onto everything for some sort of leverage. Get out of your own way with this. Your friends, your spirit guides, the army that's behind you, you come into life with guardian angels, with ancestors, with spirit guides, everything. You have a whole freaking army behind you. Everything is happening in divine timing. They are giving you the pathway to go, or the signs and synchronicities. Yes, you have free will, but then there is divine will, and guess which one trumps the other? Your higher self, that snarky bastard, sees exactly where you are going and is drop kicking you to that ultimate greatness that is you. There's nothing about your life that is mediocre or lost or unnoticed. You have divine purpose and there is divine intervention. So pay attention to those hinges because it is leading you to somewhere very specific. This is divinely orchestrated. As much of a pain in the ass as the uncertainty is, it's divinely orchestrated for something pretty amazing. What's coming in? Passion. Children are going to be a factor in this, whether or not you are healing the divine child that is you, or, you know, there could be a child incoming, or somebody's acting like a child, but whatever it is, it's leading to separation. So, if you are single and looking, if this is talking about divine unions that are in separation right now, then somebody, probably not the person who's watching this right now, or if you are watching this about your counterpart, somebody's going through a spiritual awakening. We all are on different levels, but these levels of communication are starting to open up, and this is leading to more divine communication. We have the 3D, which is us, isn't that a joy? Then we have 4D, which is our higher self. And then we have the 5D, which, you know, I called them the snarky brats that they were a minute ago. I had a different choice of words, but you remember. So everyone's going through a spiritual awakening, and everyone has their guides and their armies behind them who are doing the interpretation of whatever is going on. So if you take a step back and look at the situation for what it is, you'll start to see just how almost like freaking divine poetry that all these things are flowing together and falling apart. If you didn't do this, then this wouldn't have happened. If you didn't meet this person, then you wouldn't have come across this. It is all leading to something better, and all you have to do is follow it. So don't rush ahead of this. Keep going through those doors when they open. Keep stepping up to the challenge. You are being called to be an active participant in your daily life. How fun is that? We're coming out of the action of too much, too little. We're kind of Goldilocksing this, aren't we? This time we didn't do quite enough. This time we did too much. But when you know it, here we are and everything is happening just right. Can't tell you how frustrating that is. Well, actually, probably don't need to. How frustrated are you? All right. This is going to be somebody who is a massive, massive, massive trigger for you. They're kind of trigger happy. Okay, so they ignite a lot of passion in you, whether or not it is a positive or a negative, or if this is something where they bring up a traumatic event that you need to face that is called for healing, or they reignite this sexual passion. A lot of these things are really sexual in nature, and that's okay. Guess what? You are human. You have primal urges. You have human needs. These are acceptable things. Why do we look at it with such a negative point of view? The action, the environment, everything about it, it's kind of beautiful. So let this be what it is. Let this trigger in you whatever it does. Don't deny yourself the experience if you are being called to it. You are having this ignited passion in you, triggering effect that is either going to be of a sexual nature or a healing nature. And why do those two have to be mutually exclusive? But a lot of childhood wounds are going to be cleared out, healing that divine child, whether you are learning unconditional love or unconditional protection. This is something that you have to do completely on your own. It is not to other people to fix you, and it is definitely not your job to fix them. This is taking complete ownership and priority over your life. Yeah, so first off, nobody's a project, and it has everything to do with you. And you have to work on yourself to be your best. So everything that you are calling in flows to you and through you, and you can release the old. So this romance angels is truly talking about self-love. So exterior people, divine love, divine nurturing, whatever level can be that and love you, because you're lovable. All right, Spirit. I love it. And again, this is something that you have to do all on your own. Hang on one second. Hopefully I don't lose you. We did it. All right. Time for that. Yes, I know. The hats. Get over it. All right, Spirit. Where are we going to now? I have multiple decks in front of me. Yes. All right. Messages from your angels. For the longest time, I had the title The Angel Card Reader because I have a ton of angel decks. I love them. I continuously get them. It's actually on my Amazon wish list. And why do I have a wish list? Because if I got all the decks that I want to in that moment, I would be so overwhelmed. I would never touch them or look at them or be in the same room as them. It is overwhelming. When you have everything at once, you can't tell me that it's not overwhelming. It's just too much. Too much is too much. Process. And I mean it. Ooh, Archangel Gabriel. You have an important purpose involving communication with the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Step up. Don't you dare step the fuck aside. It is time for you to step in your divine purpose. So many of you are doing that. So many of you have already done that, and I'm proud of you. It takes cojones to actually step up. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. That was what we're talking about in the beginning of the reading, you know? Make sure, what was the card? Hang on. No, wasn't that. 'Twas not that. It was the Page of Stones, which talks about being the authority, having the answers in front of you, and using all those tools. So right now, look deeper into the situation and really assess what direction you are going in and what is coming with you. You have to really practice non-attachment to this. This is truly divine timing. It's happening now. Use caution as you are walking through. This isn't a time for not cutting edges, but trying to take shortcuts. Anything that is trying to be done with shortcuts will be made mute at this point. You've done all the work to get here. Why would you cut yourself short at the end? It's like drop kicking yourself a foot before the finish line. Knock it off, cross it as you shall. The right way. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on. And no conditions aren't favorable right now. Wouldn't you know it? Wait or look for other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. Again, look deeper, please. I want you to weigh out your options and go to where it makes your heart sing. You have more than one option on this. You do have divine purposes. Every fork in the road is going to lead you to that divine purpose. Some roads are going to take longer. There is no wrong way. It is either going to be a lesson or it is going to be the destiny. But isn't that a lesson in itself right now? Isn't it always a lesson in itself? Conditions aren't favorable right now. You don't need to have it be favorable. If you weren't made uncomfortable, you wouldn't be urged to make this move. The whole reason you are making this move is because you can no longer be stuck in a situation that does not resonate with you or your purpose. So it is divine timing. When the door opens, I want you to hold your head up high and walk through it very confidently. You have every reason to be confident in this. Humility in being the student does not take away from confidence. It says that I'm learning, and you're here for divine purpose and learning. You completely got this. Absorb it. Do not be the passive student in this life. Don't be the passenger in your own car. Spirit, where are we going to now? Oy vey. Okay, so now we're going to the romance angels yet again. What do you want to tell the collective? What's different this time? What is this going to involve? What's the storyline coming into play? I love it. Oh, those are candles. Oh, don't forget, for the love of God, don't you dare forget. Write out your intentions. Send them out into the universe any which way that you can. For me, I like to burn it and send it out into the universe, but I always make sure I'm in a safe environment to do so. Don't start setting things on fire. Don't be that brat. Some people bury them. Some people just write it and forget it. Some people don't do a damn thing, and still, it's all a matter of what works for you. You're a different tool in the box. You have a different purpose. And it is just as important as everything else. Everything is fine-tuned for itself. All right, Spirit, come on. We're working with love. What can I tell them about love? We had self-love before. What can I tell them about exterior self-love? Oh, my God. Yes. I'm so gangster. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I'm starting the podcast. I put out a call to action to all of my social platforms. If you know or see anything that is of use, I don't care if it's used, as long as it works amazing, link or send me the info on anything podcast related, because I want to get this off the ground. I am willing to do the amazing work to get this going. I want more collaborations. I want more work with the public. I want more calls to action. I want you there. So if you see anything, let me know. Everything is welcome as long as it's, related to that or collaborations. I love that so much. So many more coming in. All right, Spirit, come on. I feel like there's one more. Where is it? Come on. Okay, it's this bad boy. Again, with the religious factors, so help me God. Oh. Why did you do this? Why'd you do this? No, it's not you. It's everything, isn't it? And that's okay. What was the final card that came out? New love. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. Bonjour, ça va bien. Let your friends help you. Religious factors. Let go of control issues. Chemistry, and stay optimistic about your love life. Like everything in creation, like everything in the universe, like everything that is conscious. First and foremost, every cell of you, every cell around you is the universe experiencing itself and consciously self-aware. So isn't that even more reason to believe in the law of attraction? Every cell in your body is being pulled towards this great attractor. And what is this great attractor? What are you going to? What is everything going to? Well, if we knew, we wouldn't be experiencing this. We unfold as we should, calling in these moments. So let your friends help you with this new love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Your heart, your soul, your being, every cell of your creation is calling out for its like, which is why all this amazing self-work that you have done is so necessary. It is not just about this concept of love, which is amazing. It's more along the lines of getting up the collective consciousness, getting up our gift of healing and intuition and the betterment of whatever our consciousness is being pulled to. It's all about expansion. And what does that look like? You are being expanded and drawn to this new love that is a soul profound awakening into, well, oh God, this whole new birth. It is a rebirth. You are on a rebirth. And that is why everything that you are leaving behind, it has such a mucky feel to it. But get out of your own way with it. The homeostasis phase does not exist anymore. You're uncomfortable because you're going into new territory in which is going to have this new expansive love. Please say yes to the opportunity if it is making your heart sing. You've been doing great work. Let me know how this goes for you. Again, this is for the collective energy of the 26th of December, 2019, going into the new moon in Capricorn with I think it's a full solar eclipse, but also we're going into 2020. So wherever you're pulled to this in time to watch, let me know what drew you to it. Let me know how this resonated. Let me know if you need clarification. Let me know if you want to book your own personal reading. Check the details in the description for all the ways of contact. You'll find me on any social platform. Please say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. My name's Erin Herlihy. I'm in St. Albans, Vermont, and it is a pretty damn amazing and awakening time. Thank you all for showing up tonight. Namaste. I will see you for the 27th reading. I love you all so, so much. Stay safe, have fun, and take care. Bye for now.